And now, the weirdest phobias I have ever discovered. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deven.
And I'm Blackberry Twist.
So, Blackberry Twist, where are we now?
This here is Hallway H.
And what does H stand for?
This is what H stands for.
Oh, okay, I see.
This is where the magic superheroes like to hang out in.
I have met the magic superheroes before.
Magic superheroes can be very tricky.
Yeah, especially Heart Girl and Tickle Girl.
Heart Girl is the #1 famous magic superhero.
Why is this hallway pink?
Magic superheroes like it pink, purple, and red.
I've heard that the fire superhero's favorite color is red.
Well, they don't just love red, they also love orange and yellow.
How is the floor in this hallway?
It feels soft like a sponge.
Oh wow, it does feel so soft.
This carpet is softer than the carpet in hallway B.
What are the rules in hallway H?
By default, rule #1 is
Reveal your bare feet. Yeah, I was figuring that.
Hallway H doesn't have too much rules. It's kind of pointless because Hallway H is just so magical.
I kinda see where that's going. I have seen magical.
I know you have seen magical, but guess what? In this dimension, magical is different.
I have seen the mysterious pink witch and her husband, the purple wizard.
We also have a wizard named the White Wizard, but he's a cyborg. And we also have a genie named Genie Girl.
Well, I did see that Genie Girl is barefoot and she has 5 toes on each foot.
Genie Girl calls herself a genie in a bottle. And her catchphrase is, "You gotta rub me the right way."
Is she literally a genie?
You know, Devin, I have seen genies before. And they don't just come in magical lamps.
You know that Genie in a Bottle is a song, right?
I know, Devin, but still, Genie Girl is a real genie. And she came in a bottle.
Okay, I get it. Genie Girl is a real genie.
But on the bright side, she can grant you 900 billion wishes.
900 billion wishes? Oh my god, that's a lot of wishes.
But she has learned a technique called the monkey's paw.
The monkey's paw. I have heard of the monkey's paw.
Genie Girl's father tried to learn the monkey's paw, but he was arrested.
But what made Genie Girl's father get arrested for learning about the monkey's paw?
The monkey's paw was a curse that you have to accept. Genie Girl's dad didn't accept it, so he got himself arrested.
But how did Genie Girl not get arrested?
She accepted her fate, and she was lucky enough not to get cursed.
How was she lucky enough not to get cursed?
She learned the difference between good wishes and bad wishes, and she made everyone think before they made a wish.
Can you wish the molecules that make you barefoot permanently come off?
You can try, but you're still going to be cursed by the monkey's paw.
How do you get rid of the monkey's paw curse?
Unwish the wish you have made and accept your fate at the same time.
Well, I'm not going to wish that I don't have these molecules that make me barefoot permanently.
You just need to think before you make a wish.
So before we get started, what makes Hallway H so magical?
The magic superheroes made it magical. It almost looks like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I know Harry Potter.
So in this hallway, everything is light magic, but the farther you go, the darker it becomes.
I see.
We autistic superheroes do not call these magical drinks potions. We call them chemicals.
You know that chemicals are used for cleaning, right?
In this dimension, there's no such thing as potions. They're just called chemicals. That's it.
Alright, I get it.
Well, back to business. what's today's topic?
For today's topic, we're going to talk about phobias.
Oh, phobias. I've heard about phobias.
I have made my top 5 weirdest phobias I have ever discovered on November 27th, 2019.
Wow, that must have been a long time.
It has been a long time.
I have discovered some phobias as well. Let me show you.
Okay, Blackberry Twist. Go ahead. Show me what you got.
You got it, Deven. First, we're going to talk about this phobia.
What's this phobia?
This phobia means fear of cockroaches.
Oh yeah, those annoying bugs are super fast.
Most people have experienced this phobia whenever they get around cockroaches.
Well, I wouldn't want to squish one with my feet, but I would rather have them out of my house.
People who have experienced this phobia would actually stay away from those roaches.
Those are hard to kill, especially when you try to pull them apart with a shoe.
I would rather use old books instead of shoes to rip some cockroaches apart.
Figuring that all of the shoe stores in this dimension are closed for bankruptcy.
Our next phobia is this one.
I've heard that some people have had this problem before.
Some people think that eyes are prettier than feet. Well, believe it or not, eyes are more creepier than feet.
And you know what eyes do? They stare at you.
Not to mention that when you have this phobia, you just can't stand people looking at you.
And also, it makes you feel like people are wanting to know your secret.
Do you honestly think that eyes are pretty?
To be honest, eyes are not my favorite body parts.
Me neither. But the number one body parts that I hate are ears.
Do you have a phobia of ears?
I don't have a phobia of ears. I hate them because they gross me out.
I can see why you get grossed out over ears.
The next phobia is the phobia that I have.
You have this phobia, Blackberry Twist?
Yes. In fact, I have had this phobia when I was 5 years old.
It must have been a tough time for you.
When I was a first grader, I didn't have any friends at all.
How did you experience this phobia?
I remember one time when I was in the dark forest without my family, I was really scared.
Is that how you got your sonar screaming powers?
Actually, I got my sonar screaming powers from a ghost.
Was the ghost that gave you the powers a wailing ghost?
You mean a wailing banshee? Yes, I got my powers from a wailing banshee.
How did the wailing banshee give you powers?
She screamed into my mouth and turned my lungs into metal.
And then what happened after that?
My sister, Huckleberry Spike, saw what happened and she decided to use a church cross to put the banshee back in the underworld.
How did she know that you were in trouble?
She heard me screaming and saw that the banshee gave me those sonar screaming powers.
Looks like you were lucky to survive.
But that's how I experienced this type of phobia. And now I am left with the screaming powers permanently.
And I guess that's why you are not allowed to visit any haunted houses.
The next phobia on this list is this one.
Oh, I didn't even know this one existed.
This phobia is a rare phobia.
And how rare is it?
More rare than this phobia.
I have heard that some people have this type of phobia.
To learn the difference between these two phobias is to look at your body parts.
And how can you tell the difference?
This phobia means fear of hands, and this phobia means fear of feet.
Do any of you autistic superheroes have those types of phobias?
None of us do. But, to be honest, feet don't gross me out easily. It's ears.
I think from what I've heard is that the people who have a phobia of hands don't like to be touched by hands.
Well, hands are meant for grabbing stuff and touching stuff. I guess you can say that.
What I also heard is that people that have a phobia of feet don't like looking at feet. They just get anxious when they see or hear something about feet.
Well, in this dimension, there is no such thing as phobia of feet. Because if you have a phobia of feet, then this dimension is not for you.
I think it's all thanks to Sylvia Green that made this mess.
The next phobia on this list is this one.
Oh my god. How do you say that, Phobia?
I don't know. That word is actually very long.
Tell me about it. That word is a monster.
We have an autistic superhero named Sunburn. She has that type of phobia.
Sunburn. That's Dr. Eclipse's sister.
She is 2 years, 4 months, and 5 days younger than Dr. Eclipse.
And how did she experience that type of phobia?
I don't know. She didn't tell me.
Must have been tough for her.
Let's face it, not many people have experienced this type of phobia. And I am not sure if I might meet another person with this type of phobia.
Well, I'm sure you might meet another person with this type of phobia here in the United States.
The next phobia on this list is the phobia that my master has. This one.
Looks like Heatstroke wouldn't do so well in the circus.
Every time my master Heatstroke sees a clown, she panics.
I think she experienced this type of phobia when she was a little kid.
Heatstroke told me when she was 7 years old, she had a clown destroy her birthday cake and ruin her birthday party. It was all because of her dad.
She must have had a bad father.
But when Heatstroke celebrated Seberdoffin's 15th birthday, Seberdoffin had a clown.
And did Heatstroke panic when she saw the clown?
No, because she was surrounded by autistic superheroes.
What did the clown do at Seberdoffin's 15th birthday?
Well, for starters, the clown was a female. She was careful, and she was acrobatic.
Being a clown can be hard work, you know.
The funny thing was, the clown that was in Seberdoffin's 15th birthday was born in Thailand.
So the female clown is Asian?
Yes, she was Asian.
Was she barefoot?
Unfortunately, yes. Because she hugged Sylvia Green when Sylvia Green was a little kid.
I guess the clown knew Sylvia Green before she met Seberdoffin.
2 more phobias and then we are done.
Okay then, show me what you got.
The next phobia on this list is the one that Sylvia Green has. This one.
I guess that Sylvia Green doesn't like to try out some new food.
Sylvia Green has an eating disorder. She doesn't like eating new food or drinking new drinks.
Well, sometimes I don't like eating new food.
Heatstroke told me that one time a 22-year-old college student wanted Sylvia Green to try some alcoholic beverages.
Alcoholic beverages? Those must be very dangerous.
A 22-year-old college student opened a bottle of beer and almost made Sylvia Green drink it. But he was caught red-handed by a police officer.
Oh wow. I'm surprised that Sylvia Green didn't get a taste of it.
But after the police officer took the college student to jail, Sylvia Green threw up. And that's how she experienced that type of phobia.
She must have threw up on that beer.
She did vomit on that beer. And now for our last phobia. This one.
Oh, I know this phobia. I have heard that most people have had this phobia before.
This is the common phobia that most people have.
I have seen images of this phobia and they are really creepy.
So creepy, it's almost impossible to fall asleep.
Do you have any friends that have this phobia?
I do, actually. His name is Muscle Boy.
How has Muscle Boy experienced this type of phobia?
I think he experienced this type of phobia when he had a beehive at his old house.
A beehive?
Yes, he lost his parents from a swarm of bees.
He must have a bad time.
Whenever Muscle Boy sees weird patterns of holes, he'll start to have a panic attack because it reminds him of a beehive.
So Muscle Boy is scared of bees?
Yes, he is scared of bees. He just has the phobia of weird hole patterns.
So when Muscle Boy sees weird hole patterns, he'll have a panic attack and expect bees to come out of those holes. Is that right?
Yes. And we autistic superheroes will stick together so that we will not have any panic attacks.
Well, I'm glad that you autistic superheroes stick together and make sure that nobody panics.
What can I say? It's our job to make sure that everyone is safe.
So, folks, what type of phobias do you have? Please, let us know in the comments down below.
If you like this video, will you please click the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell button so that you'll get notified about our future videos?
And remember to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, and please share this video with your friends if you like it.
So, Deven, do you want to go to the carnival?
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
Let's go get Mr. Lightning so that he can take us to the carnival with his rocket car.
Good idea, BT.
Alright, folks, that does it for our show today. Peace out, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye for now. Hey, Mr. Lightning, can you take us to the carnival?
Sure, son. Just jump into my rocket car.
Wait for me, guys. I need to turn off the camera.
Oh man, I always forget to turn it off.
I can use my feet, soles, and toes to turn off the camera. Watch!